Welcome back to Control, Record Rabbit Commentaries playthrough, and while the board speaks gibberish at us, we have just unlocked the most powerful power-up in the game, the launch ability.
So launch a lot. Ooh, we get a huge range on it too. Jesus, that's like
Yeah,
what? That's like what? Almost a full 10 meters.
range and a very highly and applaudibly sophisticated item system that the game uses to distinguish between objects that can and cannot be grabbed in real time.
You can pick these up.
Behold. These are in my way. I will move them. Oh, we gotta wait for your magic meter to recharge, because now we have a magic meter, and it regenerates.
It's a telekinesis meter. I know, they're effectively the same, but it is an important distinction for me. Okay, fucking Minecraft and its experience system that's actually a magic system. I'm never gonna get over that. I refuse.
Nah.
No,
What,
but
that
you
it
see,
uses...
Cloud, this is how a majority of your combat encounters should go from here, where you look around the environment to pick up items and just toss them at enemies, because you one-shot most enemies like this.
So, in this part, we explore the most powerful, the most useful, the most overly you better freaking use this ability in the entire game, and it's only the second one we've gotten.
Yeah, launch.
Well, the third one, technically.
Launch. Telekinetic launch is honestly the ability that I was looking the most forward to when I was thinking of playing Control. I still haven't done it, mind you, despite the fact that I have it for free on like 4 different services now. But like,
Smack.
I acknowledge that looking at this from here, this would actually be significantly easier for me to run on mouse and keyboard. So yeah, I definitely should at least try it out, but I still haven't done it.
Smack. Smack things. Grab things with your mind.
The floppy disk is now bound delivered.
Paranatural Powerhouse Trophy.
There you are. You were gone. Cut off. I got it. Just like you wanted, right? This will help me fight the hiss.
Jesse, who else were you talking to?
Wouldn't you like to... No.
Did she get bonded? No, she didn't get bonded to Dylan. That's why she's here.
She's trying to find Dylan, yeah, she can't, exactly detect Dylan's essence either, or whatever the fuck. She is going on the best lead she has, is that the Bureau has him. The Bureau has her. The Bureau has both of them now, actually.
So, is it Trench that she's talking to then?
Well, she's talking to... No, you know when she's talking to Trench. We do not know who Jesse's mysterious voice in the ear is just yet, but there is a third party who has not yet been described.
Okay. Ooh, Hiss
The
Ranger.
unfolding of a mystery. The turning of the page through this Stephen King novel.
Yeah, that's weapon armor damage. 40% bonus damage against armor. Damn.
Against headshots, I don't care for the headshot system. I get it. Almost every enemy in this game has a human form, and they have heads. You should shoot them in the head because they're zombies. But their heads are small. They move really fast. They don't fucking stand still.
But you dismantled the armor one. Why for did you do this?
Because... Well, okay, well, given the choice between, situational damage upgrade or just general works all the time damage upgrade, I would rather have a more reliable and, generally useful damage upgrade.
An informant in the CIA tipped the Bureau off, and it was requisitioned by agents the next day.
Stolen from a Soviet military base located in blank by agents blank and blank with the CIA, this diskette contains launch codes of blank missiles believed to be reserved for use against blank.
Well, it's obviously that they would be reserved for use against the Soviets.
Now we
I
are...
find it remarkable that the hiss restrict usage of this weapon to the Bureau personnel who train specifically for its use. What does this tell us about its behavior? Can it not pass along new information to corrupted entities? Still too many unknowns. Actually, that's definitely a possibility, given the hiss is attempting to propagate itself with additional members, and that seems to be its primary goal.
Yes, is that it learns... collective consciousness is, just another big question mark right now among the hiss. It seems to be more like a tentacle monster, Cthulhu, if you will. It is one being that is attempting to learn through various holes, and through each of these holes, it runs into a corridor. And in this corridor, you cannot turn to the left or to the right. You can only go forward, and these corridors do not connect.
You see, I would have just said no. It cannot spread the knowledge that it gains from. It cannot spread the knowledge that it gains from one entity to another, through its psychopathic link.
Said that the hot can be reached through the mail.
Damn it!
No, that is one thing that's gonna get annoying. That's gonna be annoying about telekinetic launch is the fact that since we're in a 3D space, it is very easy to block your trajectory, now with walls and such that you don't mean to.
Practice makes perfect. You want a nice clear pathway, nothing to the left or to the right immediately of you, and the game will register collisions on every single thing it comes across. The objects that you're throwing, that is.
You don't need to kill the hiss resonators.
I don't think Past Cloud had yet found the square button. It's the square button that lets you put down objects that you have lost interest in holding. However, by pressing the square button in order to drop objects, you do not get your magic meter back. You have to wait for it to recharge anyway.
So another AWE behind us, and the public is none the wiser. Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed. This doesn't mean we can stop monitoring blank, blank, and blank for any off-message opinions, but it's looking like we're in the clear. Thomasy out.
Name is Carl Stuckey. Pleased to meet ya. Reservations required.
Undefined reading.
Well, I mean, if I look closely at it, why doesn't it gain definition?
Because it's a QR code.
QR code. Server 404 error. Source not found.
No, karaoke juice is down again. God damn it.
Fire extinguisher. Things. Lights.
No, you can't melee your way through security doors. And you are still not level 1 director yet, so we can't go through there.
Actually, we can. We do have level 1 clearance.
Oh, alright. No, now we picked up clearance level 1.
Whoa, hey, you stay still, you. That is the game just letting itself be broken for a second in order to add the creep.
Yeah, that's the physics engine. You picked up an object that had real world physics on it, so everything around it has to respond.
Yep. Here's a boss that I took numerous retries on.
I mean,
you're
it's
only
just one humanoid. It shouldn't be all that difficult.
Yeah, it says you. This guy has a little trick up his sleeve. Or rather, if he was wearing a shirt, he would have a trick up his sleeve. This is this also is a telekinesis user. You should wait for him to stop firing projectiles before you try attacking him. But he also has evade, as well as levitate.
Okay, so all we really need to do is hit him with some of the heavier launch objects around, and there's plenty of those.
Says you. See, these guys don't know how to dodge that well because they're stupid and low level.
See, he even takes explosion damage.
He does take explosive damage. I mean, this is only the first time we fight an enemy like this, because then the game starts to just kind of splash these guys around. But his health bar is massive.
It's not that massive so far. You've only hit him like 5 times with your pistol and a third of the time with the launch, so...
You can exploit his animations in order to deal damage to him. Otherwise, his dodge is going to be the bane of your fucking existence.
Well, since we
What
have
the-
a third-person camera, it's actually pretty easy. It's actually pretty easy to prep ammo at him.
Right, with practice. And also staying safe while the game tries to distract you with lower level mooks, and this guy is the main threat because his projectiles really hurt. Also, kind of like how in BioShock, when you get low on health, you have a brief moment of invincibility in order for you to register, hey, you're low on health, you should probably pop a first aid.
Or go to the pile of corpses that are directly in front of you for additional health.
Yep. Well, that's what the mooks are for. The mooks are here to heal you.
See, he's
And
already
they
one
all-
and a third dead. Just do a couple more heavy launches and actually hit him, and he'll go down.
Now, while he's trying to launch his projectiles, that is the correct timing to try launching back at him, because the computer does not think to dodge. It's more concentrated on trying to finish the attack animation. Either that, well, one of two things will happen. Either you deal damage to him, or you interrupt his attack, so now he no longer is attacking. Okay, it's launch, launch, pause, pause, launch. Launch, launch, wait a second, then launch. That's how this guy works. I know. This is like my 10th minute fighting this guy, and I was pissed.
It doesn't seem to be all that difficult of a fight, though, Clyde. You're just not having you're just not aiming at him as successfully as you're supposed to be. And you
Well, I mean-
failed to throw the table at the dude.
I got blocked by the pillar. Stupid environment. Here, eat tube. Are you trying to throw your nails at me? He's the hammer. Asshole.
Yeah, like your firearm only does like 5% of his health, maybe closer to 4%. Like two or three full clips would actually take this guy down if you could actually hit him. See?
But he escaped. He crawled out of the ass crack of all things evil and crawled into another anus.
I have a feeling.
Hiss elevated. Well, he should be back. It's our first interesting boss fight.
The hotline should be past the
Yeah, and you think that an enemy that I can only damage gradually would, think to withdraw upon sensing a lethal threat.
But then we have things like mice that specifically do not care about lethal threats. So
All right, take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious
Okay.
illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by some
fucking Havana syndrome, really?
of a foreign power.
Huh?
Numerous personnel have damage to the inner ear.
Na 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 na.
Alberto
Tomasi went out to Cuba, na na na. He still can suck a dick, na 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 na. Because he wasted time in Havana. He wasted time, Havana. Go fuck yourself, Tomasi. I'm not listening to your shit right now.
Now, well, look. The only real issue that I have with them bringing up Havana syndrome is that it's actually a relatively popular conspiracy thinking still going on today. So, do we really need to have it here? Can't we just, focus on the SCPs that aren't actually all that popular?
Anything you've ever heard about terroristic Cubans or vampires or people smoking cigars at midnight, well, these are the workings of a newspaper trying to take control of your brain.
Which newspaper?
All of them.
the hotline came before now.
Well, I don't actually read any of the Inquirers, so... More house memories.
Memories. Hotline chamber.
It's like Hotline Miami, but, slightly less mazy.
I'm trying to remember if The Shining had, those little, big, bold letter graphics that came up on the screen. Oh, yeah, that's right, it did. In order to tell you what time it was and when it was happening.
Now, are timestamps really necessary for The Shining?
Yeah. Because then you notice that the time intervals were getting, narrower and narrower until it was at the point that the time intervals and the graphics describing them were happening during the same day.
All right. In the next part, we will pull the light switch that director Trench? Whatever. We have pulled the light switch. Let us continue on towards Trench's room.
Mind the gap.
The law of 3 apples.
Mind the gap. Mind the gap.